Thank you for joining Ria and I and the Ria and Alka Show, where we employ knowledge to you so that you succeed in your business and in life, and that is what we want. So today, Ria is going to be taking over the conversation, but welcome, friends. Welcome to the show. My name is Alka.
My name is Ria,
and welcome
to our show.
So Ria, without further ado, pass the mic on to you.
Thank you. So today's topic will be increasing our financial IQ. And I'll dig deeply on financial IQ number 1, which is making more money. Now, I'll be sharing 2 principles today of making more money. There are several principles in the book of 𝗦𝗵𝗫, but I'll share 2 principles today. So today's topic is financial IQ number 1, which is making more money. Now, if you remember, to make more money, we have, if you remember my drawing of a faucet, and the river, so that means we need to have multiple drips of income to get to the big river. So the little streams of water contribute to our bigger flow of income. Now, if you think about it, the faucet, for example, this just does not happen as a faucet. You will need to have excavators, other equipments to help us prepare for that faucet. You would also need manpower to shovel the ground. And once you have that, you will need this pipe to be buried underneath after your employees dig the dirt. They need this pipe buried underground, and they have to test to see if this faucet is making water, which is our money. Now, what this means for us is making more money requires a process. And that is principle number 1, the principle of process. Now, a lot of times, people just, people wants to earn money. And I certainly want to earn money.
Money is always good.
That is right. And number 2, not all, though this is very hard, not all people want to know this important step. Which is the process. The process of getting your money. 2, 3, 4. I want to put the money bag here. So many people want to get the money, but few people want to know the process of getting there. Because at the end of this is our financial wealth, our financial wealth where we become financially smarter. Now, if we think about it, for example, the lotto winners, they get a lot of money, lots of winners. Now, we have to remember that they didn't get through the process. So what happens, because the lotto winners just got the money without having to do the process, these lotto winners lose all their money because they didn't go through the process. So what's important is we've got to learn this process. In number 4, the book says a lot of us, especially us employees, we want to get the steady paycheck. And we do not want to learn the process. Why? Because of this. This is the fear of being poor. Either the fear of being poor, the fear of being rejected. So if we learn the process, we would learn we will learn how to be financially smarter, and richer. So that's the principal process. Now, principle number 2. We all are different. One can be yellow, one can be orange, one can be red, one can be green. So we are all different. We have different strength. That's me carrying a dumbbell.
Like that, I love the illustration.
Oops. So that's the strength. We have different weaknesses. We have different processes. That's me carrying the shovel. We have different challenges. And we have different problems. So we have to remember we are all different. Different strengths, different weakness, different process, different challenges, different problems. Now, Robert Kiyosaki said, this is Robert, his problem is an entrepreneur. So his goal was to become an entrepreneur. And therefore, his process is to learn how to sell, negotiate. Now me, this is me. I'm a doctor. And my process of making more money was to go to school, medical school, so I can become a doctor. And for us, all of the rest, we need to learn, because we are given this road. We need to learn to make a decision. Do we go to the right or do we go to the left? We need to decide what our goals are. And Robert Kiyosaki said, the most important things are not the goals. He said the most important thing, and this is your goal there, where we get financially smarter and richer. What's the most important thing is learning this process. So to recap, financial intelligence, number one, is making more money. And making more money, such as this faucet here, where it gives us lots of drips of income. This is the flow of water. Just like with that faucet, we need to learn the process. So we won't just have faucets. We need excavators. We need employees to help shovel and dig the dirt, put in the pipe here so that we can have the water. And that is the process of making more money. Now, here, there's a lot of people that wants to earn the money, lots and lots of money. But many of us too, we do not want to go through the process. We just want the money. Now, Rich Dad, Poor Dad said, just like the lotto winners, they get a lot of money right away, instantaneously. But because they never learned the process of making the money, they lose all the money. And fourth is a lot of us employees want the steady paycheck. We all want fast money. And we forget, we value more the steady paycheck over learning the process of making more money. And why is that? Because of the fear. We have a lot of fears. And this is just some of it. We are fearful that we're going to be poor if we learn the process, if we let go of the steady paycheck. We learn that we have the fear of being rejected because we took the risk. And there's a lot of other fears. Now, if we reach the end goal, we will get the financial wealth we desire, and we will become financially smarter. Now, the second principle that I would like to share, aside from the principle process, is we are different. The principle of being different. Remember, the book said we have all different strengths. We have different weaknesses. We have different processes. We have different challenges, and we have different problems. Robert's process was becoming an entrepreneur. So his process was to learn how to sell. He learned how to negotiate. So this is the money and this is the goods. In order for him to get the money, he had to sell. For me, I'm a doctor. So that's me making money. I had to go to medical school. And for others, for us, the most important thing is we have to decide what our goal is to get to making more money. Do we turn to the right or do we turn to the left? We have to decide. And the most important thing is the process. It is not the goal. The process of getting there. The goal can change. For example, I am a doctor. I went to medical school. I am making money not through being a doctor now. I'm making money through apartments. So just like what the book says, the process is the most important principle we have to learn. More important than the goal. Because if you know the process, if I know the process, if we know the process, the goal will change. For now, I am making more money through apartments and not through medicine. But because I learned the process of making money, you can do it too. So that is the lesson for today. The process, principle, and the principle that we are all different. And the most important thing we've got to learn is the process principle. So I hope you learned something. Hopefully you'll tune to 𝗥𝗵𝗲 show for more knowledge that we're going to implore with you.
Ria, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, that was fantastic information. And friends, I hope you have got a ton of notes. I did. And it was so relevant, Ria, that we absolutely need. My question to you is, when you talked about the process, now for most of us, we don't want to go through the process because it's hard work.
It's hard work.
And for most of us, we don't want to put in the hard work. We want the quick fix. So that is what I got down, that people want quick fix. Give me the money. Show me where the money is. But I don't want to work for it. So they just want quick fix. They want shortcuts. So in your, the question that I had for you is that in the book, as Robert Kiyosaki talks about the process, what are the other principles perhaps, or what are the other examples that Robert talks about where people need to have that information?
Well, I've only shared 2 principles, Arka, on making more money. That's financial IQ number 1. There's a lot of other principles that I will be sharing.
I'm sure there is.
So all they gotta do is stay tuned for more of our 𝗥𝗵𝗲 show, and I will share with you what the other principles are in the book. But for now, the principle of process and the principle that we are all different. So we have different weaknesses, we have different strength, we have different processes, we have different challenges, we have different problems. So you and I, all of us, have to find out, we have to decide what our goal is. And at some point in time, that goal will change. Just like my goal was becoming a doctor, so I'm a doctor. But at some point in time, that goal of being a doctor shifted. I changed my vehicle because now my financial IQ is far higher. Now I have more financial IQ than where I started. But Robert Kiyosaki emphasized that the most important thing is learning the process. More important than the goal is the process principle.
Absolutely. 100%. Okay, friends. So stay tuned. Ria will definitely share more from the book Financial IQ. So absolutely, you know, it is the process, it's the journey, it's not the destination, as I like to call it. So we're always constant, we are always evolving and improving on our financial IQ. So the process is the most important, and the goal will absolutely follow. So friends, we have come